Hold on. Get my music queued up. You ain't paired. That's why you got to pair. I thought he paired. Hold on. I thought I heard the little ding. There you go. Forever, burn them all, miss. Brothers, yeah. Everyone doing the same, consider them famous. Temptation be calling me guys when I am around. Since I done got with that toy, find out who I am. Even to some of them breaks and I turn on the jams. Even to some of them breaks and I turn on the jams. Temptation be calling me guys when I am around. Since I done got with that toy, find out who I am. Everyone doing the same, consider them famous. Yeah. Obeying with glass, I'm far from the madness. I had to go on my mattress. What is the rest? The West on my chin, from stress, and fish. A lot of experience, I get the blame for all of my failures and hindrance. I ain't the man I used to be pitted. I'm on the way in my sentences. With what's in my heart, I lost some brothers and sisters who haven't repeated yet. It's some of the same, really, I'm grateful for all of you who have done for me. You're holding grand, law and command, all of this world on bumblebee. Time to make you a better companion. You really gon' always stay under me. Both be hawking, niggas, I'm dying. I'm at the bottom of my choice. I'm in the middle. That's my cool. I'm got leg. What have you talking about? I'm the goodness around me, righteous economy. I'm saying you know. I'm the tree. Tell me the ball up out of the shack. I had to shadow a bad boy. I be loving that is a win. They couldn't make on the bad boy. This for the you. Put him in high, say we on the field of fruit. Used to be practice, I'm in the game. I can't afford any suits. Everyone doing the same, consider them family. Temptation be calling me guys while I am around. Since I done got with that toy, find out who I am. Even to some of them breaks and I turn on the jams. Even to some of them breaks and I turn on the jams. Temptation be calling me guys while I am around. Since I done got with that toy, find out who I am. Everyone doing the same, consider them family. Brothers. For real. It can't be done, is what they all say. They say no one can do the whole thing. I keep you with me all day. This up is that I'm walking out the whole thing. It can't be done, is what they all say. What you say? They say no one can do the whole thing. I keep you with me all day. This up is that I'm walking out the whole thing. Writes the melody, I'm singing it in the sleep. In the land of my enemy, I stay at the embassy. Represent for the set apart, keep the Torah out in my heart. And who are the power cord that light up the righteous board? A prince in the slums, but I am a slum lord. I told him that I was stand, now they see that I'm on board. That nigga the no way, I was straight at the 4-way. My eyes on the pad, I live in the cash. Another day to get it right, fam. Dedicated to the mic, fam. Fell asleep in the dark, fam. Woke up feeling great, fam. 613 watch switch. Nothing earth got top this. Best pass they about this. They just run up the pot quick. Couple Chris talk good game. I can smell it from long range. Bro, I taught me how the people cook. They cover face like it's people book. Pre-shots, yeah, I got a few. Best believe that I'm about to two. Vineyard, that's a lot of juice. I just want to help you out here. I said, they no one can do the whole thing. I keep you with me all day. This up is that. I'm walking out the it can't be done with nobody else. What you say? They said no one can do the the whole time. People is dropping out though. I keep you with me all day. That's all day. I'm walking out the whole time. It can't be done, is what they all say. They say no one can do the whole thing. I keep you with me all day. That's all. The rule, I'm walking out the whole thing. It can't be done, is what they all say. That's what you say. They say no one can do the whole thing. I keep you with me all day. That's all. The rule, I'm walking out the whole thing.
Yeah, you looking good over there.
Play one more, let you test some more people follow on there. Early.
Slide back on, be buffing, come back on. If I must walk, it's not like a good kind of thing. And if I only get to see you once in a day, hey baby, that's alright with me. Still hit the road with the work and chapter verses. I know my purpose, be a light, oh, they tell me light. I had me tell me hate light, all out of spite. I need them money, talking paper money. You know my purpose, you my loves, he put the pool I go in. I went from runners to the manor, learn to take the manners. I'm never talking what I eat, it's bread and meat. I took the book and chewed it up, it good enough. Deep in the time, I never doubt, gotta test me out. I love you, who and not the clout. They love the stout. It's super good, I took it out. Man, I'm power to keep it moving, going strong. Don't care how long I make it up and make my vows. Now I'm a show, then I'm a couple, never walk. Now watch my dance, you bring it away. All I know is service, service, service. All I know is service, service. All I know is service, service, service. All I do is service. Yeah, all I know is service. If I must work both day and night, if I must supply every need, and if I only get to see you once a day, hey baby, that's alright with me. That's it. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. All glory to our uncrowned King, Yeshua HaMashiach. It is to him that we do this service. And for our Father, who has great reward for those that endure to the end. I got the young lion back with me.
Shalom.
Ready to do this work. Ready to take care of this kingdom business. We're going to stand 10 toes down with our feet on the ground until he get back. until he snatched the breath out of these piles of dirt. And with that, I'm gonna turn it over to the young lion.
Shabbat Shalom, family. It's
Yes,
good
sir.
to be back before y'all, boy, for on another Shabbat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Patiently waiting while warring with Satan.
Yeah.
Let us know if before we get started. Let's see if we got this visual and audio right. Can y'all hear us? Can y'all see us? If y'all can hear us and see us, give us a 7 in the chat. If y'all can hear us and see us. If y'all can hear us and see us, give us a 7 in the chat. All right, we got one.
And y'all, please let us know if it start getting choppy. We may have too many devices on the Wi-Fi, and we can fix that real quick. I can sign off Facebook. We try to keep monitoring Facebook and YouTube while we're doing the lesson. But let us know if we get too choppy.
All right, need a few more sevens. Y'all.
Somebody give me a 7 on Facebook too. Give me a 7 on Facebook if y'all can hear us well and see us well. We've already rebooted once.
See, that's saying I can hear you, but it keeps blinking.
They can hear it, but it keeps blinking.
It keep blinking. You think we need to end the broadcast and come back on?
Yeah, let's do that because I don't want to mess this up, man. Because this here right here definitely need to be addressed. And we don't want to do do people no disservice. So definitely want to do the most high disservice. So with Sean Dykes is on Facebook. She gave us a 7. Your mom gave us a 7 on Facebook. But hey, y'all, what we gonna do? What LaDon was saying? What's she saying? LaDon Malone. What's she saying?
Oh, that's a question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's coming up. That was actually supposed to be this week, but this came up. Lesson about transition, the soul and all this.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Sorry for your loss, sis.
Yeah, most definitely.
Man, may the Most High have mercy on this soul.
That's right. Pray for all our people in this world and the world to come.
Definitely in our prayers, but we gonna sign out, sign back.
I'm getting 7s over here, but one more again, y'all.
Is it still blinking?
Is it still blinking on the sound or the picture?
Some people saying it's blinking, some people saying it's all good.
Well, Sean said I'm on both and it looks and sounds good on both. You want to give it a try with it?
Let me see it. Get a few more confirmations.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to get started.
What it be? Give me something, man.
What it said, we look good. Regina refreshing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure we good. Song 777 said everything good.
All right, well, we're going to proceed.
All right, make sure y'all reboot y'all devices. Linda Rick said we sound good. How we look on YouTube, though, because everybody's saying it's blinking. If it is, just refresh or reboot, you know what I'm saying, your device.
Sure.
YouTube keep refreshing on my end. Dang.
Who that cord?
Yeah. It's tweaking on certain people's devices. We're going to go and get started.
Let's go and kick it off.
Let's go and kick it off, y'all.
We apologize for any mishaps, y'all.
Switch platforms. If YouTube glitchy, you know what I'm saying, try Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook glitchy, try YouTube.
Right. Order McKell's deck on Facebook.
Yeah. Y'all know it got to be something. It got to be something, boy. But let's get to it, though. So y'all see the title. We just having a little chop session. This ain't nothing too serious. It's just a little appetizer for the night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For I believe Agwardy P coming through with the full course meal tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just something to hold y'all over a little bit.
Oh,
but y'all see the title. We talking about full moon, new moon, and the lunar Sabbath.
Right.
And basically with the full moon and new moon, we just gonna Corey, you crazy. We just gonna go through it
We just gonna go through and basically show what the new moon is and what the full moon is.
There you go.
Cause you know what I'm saying, it's a bunch of it's a lot of say so on both sides of what it is. Some people say it's the new moon is the full moon. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see what the scriptures say what both of them is. And it's real simple. You know what I'm saying? This didn't even have to be no elaborate breakdown about neither topic that's in the title. Then we're gonna touch on the lunar Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna look at a couple of things pertaining to that doctrine. And then we're gonna show, you know what I'm saying, it got holes in it. You know, and we got we fellowship with a lot of brothers that believe in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people been asking and asking questions about these specific topics. So I decided, you know what I'm saying, put a few scriptures together,
right,
answer a few questions. You know what I'm saying? It ain't more so a lesson. It's, you know what I'm saying? We chopping it up tonight.
And I want to throw this little caveat in here.
Yeah.
Just cause he doing these little few scripts, don't think we shot all our bullets.
Oh, yeah.
We already do a few in the clip.
Oh, yeah.
Cause there's some stuff I want to say, but guess what? Yeah. I ain't gonna even just put it out. I know y'all gonna come back with some more stuff, and we gonna shoot it down again.
Yeah.
So we ain't shooting all the whole clip tonight.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be no long. This ain't gonna be one of them barn burners, brother Charles. You're gonna be able to get some rest tonight, Hebrew. Yeah, this gonna be a short little chop session. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be going into, then we're gonna bring some history out.
Right, most definitely.
We're gonna bring some history out at the end that shows what day has the Sabbath day always been, according to history and according to scripts.
Right.
We're gonna bring that out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you talk to brothers, you know what I'm saying, that believe in the lunar Sabbath, you get to showing them the discrepancies in the doctrine or what have you. They'll throw something out. Well, you keeping it on the Gregorian calendar. You don't know what day the Sabbath day is.
Right. Food.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna put all that to rest tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to say, man, I ain't on here to clown none of my brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into some scriptures though. Cause look, we gonna read tonight. Scriptures say all scripture is good for what? Reproof. Doctrine, correction, instruction, and righteousness.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Let's put a few disclaimers out there first. Let's go to Isaiah 52 first, 1-8. Let's read that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people may be new. I know a lot of people in our assembly is fairly new to the walk. Right. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might have heard this when you first came in. You might not have heard it yet. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna eventually hear it. You gonna eventually hear it. So we gonna get into it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Ask a few questions about it I've been getting. But first, you know, when you first come into the truth, and then you see Israelites, different schools of thought, right? You know what I'm saying, going back and forth all the time. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing for you to. No. That shouldn't scare you away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing for you to be like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this, because you a part of it, whether you want to be or not. You know what I'm saying?
That's
right. And this prophecy too, it was gonna be factions and divisions amongst Israel.
And real mean, I mean, Israelites, this is what they did. They match witch.
Yep.
In the ancient times.
Yeah.
So this is how we do. We just doing what our forefathers did. We match witch. That's how we doing. Going through scripts, chopping down.
Yep. That's how we doing. And you know what I'm saying? Just seeing, hey, if we hold the doctrine up to the light and it's looking funny in the light, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But let's get this. Isaiah 52, 1-8. Because even in the time of the Pharisees, you had different sects. Mm-hmm. The Pharisees didn't believe everything the Sadducees believed. Sadducees didn't believe everything the Pharisees believed. You had the Essenes back then. They didn't believe, you know what I'm saying, what the Pharisees believed. The Nazarenes, the sect of the Nazarenes. You know what I'm saying? The Zealots. You had different sects and different beliefs, so that ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that scare you away if you new to the truth. All right, Isaiah 52, 1-8. Go ahead.
Awake, awake. Put on thy strength, O Zion.
Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean.
Mm.
Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the band off thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
You see that? He said, shake thyself from the dust. See, this is where we at now. We in the dust. Getting drugged through the mud. But he telling us it's the time where he gonna say, hey, arise, get up out that dust. The time now, we rising up as a nation now.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For thus said Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. For thus said Yahweh, the power of my people went down aforetime into Egypt to sojourn there, and the Assyrian oppressed them without cause. Now therefore, what have I here, said Yahweh, that my people is taken away for naught, that they rule over them, that they that rule over them make them to howl, said Yahweh, and my name continually every day is blasphemy.
You see that? He said they that rule over them make them to howl. Well, that's a bitter cry. Well, ain't that what the police doing to the mamas whose sons they killed? Making them howl. You know what I'm saying? That's the time we in right now, but go ahead.
Therefore my people shall know my name.
Yeah.
Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that does speak. Behold, it is I. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publish salvation, that said unto Zion, thy power reigneth.
All right, verse 8, this is the verse I wanted to get to. Go ahead.
Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice.
Thy who?
Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice.
All right, so the watchmen, according to Ezekiel 33, are the men who are supposed to warn the people about the Most High. The watchmen, go ahead.
With the voice together shall they sing.
With the voice together shall they sing. Right, go ahead.
For they shall see eye to eye. When Yahweh shall bring again Zion.
So they shall see eye to eye when he brings again Zion. When he gathers us again, that's when you're going to see all of Israel on one doctrine.
Yeah, same page.
Yeah, on the same page. So if we ain't gathered together now, then that should let you know we not seeing eye to eye right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High, through the scope of time when before he created everything, he already seen it. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is outside the frame of time looking at all of it. He can see from one age to the next.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So he saw this coming. But let's go to 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3. The watchman will see eye to eye one day. We will see eye to eye one day. But until then, what we got to do, we got to get together, gather together. You know what I'm saying? Sit down. And be scared to open our scripts, pull our swords out.
All it is.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to 2 Timothy 3, 16 through 17. 2 Timothy 3, 16 through 17. Hold on, let me get there.
All right.
Go ahead.
All scripture is given by inspiration of Yah.
All what?
All scripture.
Let's see. Let's look up. Let's break this verse down.
All right.
Let's break this verse down. Let's look up. Let's do a screenshot. All scripture. We see that G1124. G1124. Grapha. Outline of biblical usage. Scripture, a writing, thing written. The scripture used to denote either the book itself or its contents. A certain portion, a certain section of the Holy Scripture, a document, Holy Writ, or its contents, or a statement, Scripture. So from Genesis to whatever you talking about dealing with the book, that said all Scripture, right? All Scripture. All Scripture is good.
Not
right?
just the 60.
All Scripture. All Scripture. All right, now let's go back. Finish that verse.
And it's profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
All right, so it said it's profitable. So profitable is something that's what? Advantageous. That's it. It's beneficial, right? It says it's profitable if you want to benefit in doctrine. Let's see. It say go to the scripture.
That's right.
So let's see what doctrine is. It's G1319. G1319, outline of biblical usage. So the scripture is given by inspiration to God and it's good for teaching, for instruction, that which is taught, doctrine, teachings, precepts. So if you want help with teachings, you go to the scripture.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't be, we as watchmen can't be scared to, you know what I'm saying, go to the scriptures about our teachings, not to man, but to the scriptures. So that was doctrine, right?
Yes, sir.
It said, then the next word is reproof, G1650. G1650. Outline of biblical usage, a proof. That by which a thing is proved or tested. Also, we can pull topics from the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, and use it for reproof to test the topic.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing that we just being divisive and want to debate somebody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It say the scriptures is good for reproof.
That's right.
The thing by which a thing is proven and tested. Conviction. Evidence. So it's good for evidence.
Come on now.
So we seeing all this, right? So we go to the scriptures for teachings, for evidence. Let's see. Correction. Let's look that up. Correction. Look at this outline of biblical usage. Restoration to an upright or right state.
Come on now.
So if we find ourselves believing in the doctrine, you know what I'm saying, that may be a little off. We go to the scripture for what? To return to the upright state, the upright understanding, right? Correction, improvement of life or character. Strong's definition. A straightening up again. Figuratively, rectification, reformation, correction. All right. Now read that at the top. Read that verse 16 at the top again.
All scripture is given by inspiration of Yah.
Yeah.
And it's profitable for doctrine,
for teaching,
for reproof,
for proving or testing things,
for correction.
Yes, sir.
For instruction in righteousness. That the man of Yahweh may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good work.
Thoroughly furnished unto all good work. So that's what the scriptures is good for. Let's go to the next spot. Proverbs 27, verse 17. Proverbs 27 and 17. Shabbat shalom to all in the chat.
That's right.
Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all beautiful people up in the chat. Proverbs 27 and 17.
Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
See that? So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Let's sit down and bounce doctrines off each other. You know what I'm saying? And go back and forth about the finer points and the nuances. And see which one is reigns supreme at the end. You know what I'm saying? And look, the worst thing that happened, you just got sharp.
You just got better.
If your doctrine was wrong, you just got sharp. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. But some brothers be scared to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Is that scripture though?
Nope.
Nah, because it say it's good for reproof.
That's right.
So things need to be tested.
Improved out.
Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5. And then when brothers do be want to have a sit down, they don't want the scriptures involved.
But it's all scripture.
All good. Scripture.
Right.
What we look like sitting down trying to resolve anything without the book.
Come on, man.
We might well go in the street and fight because they were gonna end up happening anyway if the scriptures ain't involved.
Everybody's opinion good then, ain't it?
Yeah. And everybody, you know, Israel, everybody feel like their opinion is the right opinion.
Right. But the scriptures say things must be tested.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Then it'll really throw somebody off like that's new in the truth, because a brother straight up claim, well, this is what the Lord showed me. And then you can clearly go in the scriptures and see clear discrepancies with the
what he's saying, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you saying the very mind and essence of the Most High led you into error?
When you say that, that's what you saying.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch that too. Like, we gotta watch saying what the Spirit led you, you know what I'm saying, into. You know, and now everybody don't have it right. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying, everybody holding on to some type of doctrine that got holes in it to some extent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is why we get on camera and do this. You know what I'm saying? To encourage our brothers and sisters to, you know what I'm saying, do the same thing.
Right. We're held to that same level of accountability, even what we come with. That's why we tell y'all, hey, if y'all see something wrong, prove it out and show us, and we'll gladly accept it if it be the truth of the scriptures.
That's right.
The precepts.
That's right. That's right. Because when we first got to the library, what was the first, before we can even do a class over there, we had a discussion with some brothers about what? The full moon and the new moon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The calendar and the feast days and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't even do that on camera. That was off camera. We sat down with our brothers, chopped it up. They gave 8 points. We gave ours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. We broke in peace. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to this. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Pick it up at verse 11.
Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another.
And do what?
Edify one another.
That's right. Edify one another. Go ahead.
Even as also ye do.
Mm-hmm.
And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in Yahweh.
Yeah.
And admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love.
That's right.
For their work's sake. And be at peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren. Warn them that are unruly. Comfort the feeble-minded.
No, be quiet on them that are unruly.
No. It says, warn them
that are unruly. Go ahead.
Comfort the feeble-minded.
Yeah, you got brothers and sisters in this walk that might not be as strong as you. You know what I'm saying? They may struggle with a plethora of things that may be a breeze to you. You know what I'm saying? So the feeble-minded, you're supposed to comfort them. It ain't for you to be like, man, dang, I got to hold this nigga hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, they say comfort the feeble-minded. Right? Go ahead.
Support the weak.
Support the weak. There it is again. Go ahead.
Be patient toward all men.
And when we are, you know what I'm saying, when we are going back and forth with our brothers and sisters in these scripts, be patient with them. Be patient with them. Go ahead.
Rejoice evermore. Pray without ceasing. We're going down to 21. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yah in Hamashiach Yeshua.
Yeah, go ahead.
Concerning you. Quench not the spirit.
That's right.
Or the Ruach. Despise not prophesying. Prove all things.
Do what?
Prove all things.
Let's see what prove means. See what prove means. Let me pull it up on the blue letter. It say prove all things, right? So we it's prove, it's G1381. Outline of biblical usage: to test, to examine, to prove, to scrutinize, to see whether a thing is genuine or not. To see whether a thing is genuine or not, right? Is what you believe about the Shabbat genuine, right? Because now this is something we got to get right, because he said this is a sign between
me and my people.
So if you got the wrong sign,
you may not be in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get this one right. It says to recognize as genuine after examination, to approve or to deem worthy. Strong's definition: to test literally or figuratively, by implication to approve, allow, discern, examine, like, approve, try. There's some strong definitions right there, man. It said to scrutinize, right?
Yeah.
So let's go now. Let's get into it. Let's go to Numbers 10.
All right.
Let's look at this full moon and new moon. Let's find out what they are. And like I say, it don't even take a lot to, like, you know what I'm saying, debunk the little. I don't even know what to call it. Boy.
It's a false doctrine. I'm just gonna go lay it out, man. And again, it's not no shot at our brothers.
Yeah.
Or our sisters that believe in the lunar Sabbath or the floating Sabbath or however you want to call it, because it's called many things, but it's a false doctrine when you get through with it, bro. Because I mean, the two scriptures y'all gonna go to, and I already know which one y'all gonna go to. It really kind of puts a damper on what y'all believe, bro.
Right. Well, we're gonna look at it. We finna get into it. Numbers 10 and read verse 1. Numbers 10 and 1. Numbers 10 and 1.
And you said 10 and 1?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, good.
Numbers 10, 1 through 10.
Okay.
Now read verse 1, then we're gonna skip to 10.
All right. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying.
Yeah.
That's verse 1.
1 through 3, my bad.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Make these 2 trumpets of silver, of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, for the journeying of the camps.
Right.
And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
All right, skip down to 9 and 10.
And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow in along with the trumpet, and ye shall be remembered before Yahweh your power, and ye shall be saved from your enemies.
Verse 10.
Also in the day of your gladness, and in the day of your solemn days, and in the beginning of your months.
In the beginning of what?
In the beginning of your months.
In the beginning of your months. Go ahead.
Ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offering and over your sacrifice of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before Yah. I am Yahweh, your power.
All right, so let's look at this verse in the blue letter. It said the beginning.
Come on, now.
The beginning of your month.
Yes, sir.
Let's look up the word months. Kodesh, H2320.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Outline of biblical usage. The new moon. Month or monthly. Right. So the word month is Kodesh in Hebrew. Right. And then what month could be, it says the word you get, one of the definitions is new moon.
It's new moon, bro.
Right. Monthly. The first day of the month, the lunar month. Strong's definition, the new moon, by implication, the monthly new moon, right? So let's go to the next spot. Let's go to the next spot, Psalms 81.
All right.
Psalms 81, and we gonna do 3 through 4. Psalms 81, 3 through 4. It's real simple.
And for you brothers and sisters that ain't up on the Hebrew, they gonna throw one word out at you about the calling of the cities. That word is modim. But like I said, we ready. We ready. Don't run over the Ezra 7 and Exodus 40 and try to use that, brother, because that's gonna condemn you on the Yom Shabbat. So before you get there, you better go read what they were doing in Ezra 7. And Exodus 40, they was on the move, which was forbidden on the Shabbat. So when you go to Modine, I got you.
That's all right though. This just a little bait. I'm gonna see who gonna bite on this. Then once they bite, we gonna be back out here again.
Yeah.
It's just a little bait though. We in Psalms 81, verses 3 through 4.
All right.
When you get it, go ahead.
Turn again, oh y'all.
Psalms 81.
81. I'm sorry, I'm in 80. You said 3.
Yeah.
Blow the trumpet in the new moon.
In the what?
In the new moon.
In the new moon. Go ahead.
In the time appointed, Modine. In the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel and the law of Yahweh, the power of Jacob. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony, when he went out throughout the land of Mitzrayim, where I heard a language that I understood not.
All right, so now we see that the new moon was for a statute forever in Israel.
Come on now.
Right? You got some Israelites, they say it's significant now. The new moon, man, we don't need to do all that, man. You doing too much, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a statute.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? In Israel. But let's look up some words right here. Let's look up new moon again, right?
All right.
Let's look up the same word.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Kadesh H. It's H2320
Same
Kadesh.
thing.
Yes, sir. Look, new moon, monthly. All right. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got it up there.
Mm-hmm.
I got it up there. All right. Now, how can we describe a new moon biblically according to the Bible? How can we do it? Well, let's look at some definitions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at some definitions. Let's look at it says it's from this word right here, right? Mm-hmm. H2318. Let's see what this is. It's Kadash. Let's see what it say. To be new.
To be what?
To be new. To renew, repair, to renew, make anew, to repair, to renew oneself, to be new, causatively, to rebuild, renew, repair.
What'd you say? Rebuild.
Rebuild.
Oh, well, so know them out the water.
That's what I'm saying. So first strike. If the full moon is the new moon, right?
It's already built.
It's
fully built because it's full.
It's full of light, brother. That's why hence full moon.
Right.
Hence full moon. But we reading right here about the new moon rebuild.
Right.
Renew.
So it's got to re-wax.
It's got to re-wax, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to re-wax. So let's go to 1 Samuel.
All right.
Let's go to the next spot. And it's real easy to debunk this.
Yeah.
Like it don't even take no strong, no long, elaborate sit down. Like this is real easy to debunk. Let's go to 1 Samuel 20.
All right.
1 Samuel 20. So rebuild. When we saw the new moon.
Yeah. So
that should give you a clue on what it is.
It's got to work towards something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anytime you rebuilding something, you building something up that's not there no more.
Right.
So how can it be full
and be new?
New moon, new month. That's right, Tuvaya.
Simple as plain.
It's simple. All right, but let's go to 1 Samuel 20, chapter 20. Let's pick it up at verse 24. Read 27.
All right.
Read verse 24. Go ahead.
So David hid himself in the field.
Uh-huh.
And when the new moon was come.
And when the what?
And when the new moon was come.
Okay.
The king set him down to eat meat.
Uh-huh.
And the king sat upon his seat, as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day.
I think I skipped some.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had been fallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean.
Okay, yeah. Read verse 27.
All right.
Yeah.
And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month.
Oh, so the new moon would be the first day of the month.
Correct.
We see that.
Correct.
Right?
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
And David's place was empty. And Shaul said unto Jonathan his son, wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meet, neither yesterday nor today?
Okay, so now we see that the new moon is the first day of the month. The
Come
new
on now.
month. We read that in the definition, right? New moon, new month, just like my Ak in the chat just said, right? So let's go to the next spot. Let's go to Sirach 43. Sirach 43.
Easy work.
Let's go to Sirach 43.
Mm-hmm.
Sirach 43. verses 6 and 8. Verses 6 and 8.
All right.
6 through 8. I'm
6
sorry.
through 8.
6 through 8.
He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of time.
For what?
A declaration of time.
Go ahead.
And a sign of the word.
Okay, go ahead.
From the moon, from the moon is the sign of feast.
Is what?
Is the sign of feast.
Okay, go ahead.
A light that declares in her perfection.
A light that decreases.
Decreases in her perfection.
So from its fullest point, the light decreases. And as the month goes on, it increases. Right? Go ahead.
Bill. The month is called after her name.
The who?
The month is called after her name.
New moon, new month. Go ahead.
In increasing wonderfully in her changing.
So increasing will be it what?
Rebuilding. That's it.
Rebuilding itself. So what will be the new moon though? We gonna see. Go ahead.
Being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
All right, let's drop that. Let's go to Sirach 27 and 11. I mean, the full moon is self-explanatory.
It's food.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got full and new mixed up.
Yeah, me neither. But see, a lot of them don't read other books, and that kind of handicaps them in their understanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you read Enoch, which we gonna get into right after this scripture, you know what I'm saying? He gonna make it clear what the new moon is.
That's it, brother.
All right. Sirach 27, verse 11.
The discourse of 27 and 11. Okay,
yeah.
I got you. The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom. But a fool changes as the moon.
All right, just another precept to show that the moon waxes
and wanes.
Right? It increases and decreases. It builds and it destructs, so to speak, when it comes to his light, right? So let's go to Enoch. Let's go to that first Enoch.
All right.
Let's go to that first Enoch 78 and show what the new moon actually is. Because we already kind of got a clue when it's rebuilding.
That's right.
Right? The first Enoch 78.
That's going to be on for y'all. Super Picker for volume 1. It's going to start 78 stars on page 56. Enoch
78. I got what, 1 through 14.
Stars on page 56.
I tell you what. Get straight to it. Pick it up in verse 8. We finna get straight into it. We in first Enoch 78. First Enoch 78. We're gonna pick it up in verse 8. Then we're gonna read down. Go ahead.
Thus the moon waxes in 15 parts. In its waning, the moon decreases on the first day to 14 parts of its light. On the second day, it decreases in 13 parts of light. On the third day, 12 parts. On the fourth, to 11 parts. On the fifth, to the 10 parts. On the sixth, to 9 parts. On the seventh, to 8 parts. On the eighth, to 7 parts. On the ninth, to 6 parts. On the 10th, to 5 parts. On the 11th, 4 parts. On the 12th, to 3 parts. On the 13th, to 1/2 of the preceding.
Go ahead.
On the preceding.
Right. So if you want to know the mysteries of the luminaries, who better to go to than the person who was revealed to Enoch?
That's it.
So he giving him a rundown of how the moon works in its cycles. Go ahead.
On the 14th, all its light decreases.
All its light decreases.
To 1/2 on the 7th. And on the 15th, all the remaining light disappears.
Right, go ahead.
In certain fixed months, the moon completes its cycle every 29 days. Not 30, 31, man. In certain others, every 28. Then Uriel showed me another order concerning when light is beamed into the moon. from which direction of the bright sun it is beamed during all the seasons when the moon is made to run its cycle.
Yeah.
The light is being beamed into the moon, facing the sun until the illumination of the moon. It is completed in the course of 14 days.
How many days?
14 days.
Yeah.
And when it is lit completely, it radiates light. Radiates light in the sky.
Yeah.
On the first day.
On the what?
On the first day.
Okay.
It is called the new moon.
Why?
Because on that day, the illumination begins to set upon it.
So that's why we read the word rebuild when we read what? Kadash, new moon.
Come on now. Come on now.
It's the first step of rebuilding towards it being full of light. So when that first slither of light hit the moon, that's the new moon.
Come on, bro.
The full moon is usually what, on the 15th day?
We just read that.
So new moon is usually at the beginning of the month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
New
month.
It is.
Always, right.
Yeah.
Right. And the full moon is what? Middle of the month, 14th, 15th day.
When it gets its beam directly from the sun.
We just read that. That's simple, ain't it?
That's it. That's simple, bro.
So you couple this first Enoch 78 with the definition of new moon, Kadash.
Mm-hmm.
The root word of Kadash means to rebuild.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? You know perfectly what the new moon is. Now let's get into this.
What was I supposed to read down to?
Did you?
I didn't finish 13.
Go ahead, finish that out.
These illuminations are completed with exactitude on the day when the sun descends into the west, and the moon simultaneously rises in the east and the evening, shining during the night until the sun rises opposite of it.
All right, so it's clear that the new moon is when it first starts to rebuild the light, or when the first slither.
That's right.
I believe Ak in the chat, he had said what it was. Ak Malak, a new moon wouldn't be when there is no moon. That's no moon. It would be when the moon is a crescent, aka a new moon. So whenever the first slither of light, it is a crescent.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got moon apps out there that'll help you out with all that. You got moon phases on the calendar.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got all type of stuff out there. So let's get into this lunar Sabbath a little bit. So just a few points on their doctrine. They say that the lunar Sabbath say that the weekly Sabbath cycle. I had to write this down to make sure I wasn't putting words in their mouth. Mm-hmm. The weekly Sabbath cycle resets each month based on the new moon. So basically, the weekly Sabbath changes days.
Right, and the days are the 8th, the 15th, the 25th.
Right,
and then you got some of them say the 7th, the 14th, and the 24th. We know all that, bro.
Right. So that was the next point. You got them saying that it's based on when the new moon comes in. So say if the new moon came in on a Monday. The first new moon came in on a Monday, then every Sabbath will be that following
that new moon.
The new
moon starts they weekly Sabbath.
Right. That's crazy.
That's crazy when you look at it
and say that out loud, boy, and just
because the new moon can show up on any day. What is you saying? What if it show up on Wednesday?
That's crazy.
Then your Sabbath would be when? It'd be next Tuesday.
Right.
Come on.
So they say they Shabbat days, and when you talk to different people who believe this, it's never one solid. They don't have a solid foundation. Everybody got a different answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But majority of the answers that I get, I'll be like, so when actually is the Shabbat? Well, mostly what I got, a lot of people say the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th of every month. Tuvaya just brought up a good point in the chat. He said you could never get Pentecost right. If your Sabbath change every 14 days, how do you get 50?
Right. Ooh, exactly. That's a real good point.
Real good point, Hebrew. So, but a lot of them say, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. So that's pretty much what we're gonna deal with tonight. You know what I'm saying on this. So let's look at a calendar real quick, man. Let's just see if any of this makes sense on a calendar. All right.
Jaquan Summer, if you keep going out on your end, reboot, bro, because we're not getting no feedback from anybody else that is keep going in and out. It may be your device, my brother.
All right. So let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know if I need to make it a little bit bigger. Let me know if I need to make that a little bit bigger. Let me see. Zoom. That should be straight right there. Can y'all see that? I think y'all can see that. All right, so let's look at a calendar. All right, let's look at let's look at a month. Let's look at what month we in? September.
Yeah.
Let's look at our month, right? You know what? Let's look at a month with 30 days. Let's look at April. Let's look at April. All right, so they say what, the 8th, the 15th,
yeah, and
the
then
22nd.
That's why I say you gotta be careful because some of them will look at the 7th sundown and say instead of 8, they say the 6th.
Well, see, it's still a be off. You still gonna have too many days in between. Now, does this line up with what the Most High put down? Because he said a 6 work days.
Right.
6 work days, then your Shabbat.
How they gonna keep a job?
6 work days, then the Shabbat. All right, so let's see if we're gonna use. They said we're gonna use the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th, right? Mm-hmm. Let's use what they say. So their first Sabbath is the 8th. That's what they say. We're gonna use that. Let's count how many days into the next Sabbath. 1, that's the 9th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 work days. Then the next Sabbath is on the same day. They say what, the 15th. So okay, let's count 7 more days. The Shabbat, the 15th. So the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 work days again. Okay, they might be on to something.
But we got a problem though.
Hold on, I know. That's what we get to. Look, that's what we get to. So we on the 22nd now. So let's see how many more days to the next Shabbat. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they on to something. Boy, they on to something. Look at that. They doing just like how the Most High say 6 working days. You see what I'm saying? And then on their Shabbats, they rest. Okay, let's see how many more days. What month we at? April? We was on April 1.
Yep.
Okay. May right after April, right? Mm-hmm. Now let's see how many more days today. Next Sabbath is the 8th, right? Mm-hmm. So they reset according to them. So the 30th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, 8 working days.
That's what they said.
8 working days. Now, where is that instruction in the scripture?
It ain't.
What did the Most High say? And in 1 week of the month, thou shalt have 8 working days before the next Shabbat. Right. No. But you know what they say? This is what they say. Them non-days. We don't count them as days. Them. Some people call them non-days. Some people call them transition days.
Well, stop breathing then.
Because you get up on those transition days and go about your day.
Yeah, that's why they stop breathing.
You enjoy your day.
Yeah. So you got another Shabbat. Because if you ain't, you got to get up and go to work.
So what do you do on those days?
Exactly.
And then this another chop, like where in the scripture do it talks about non-days or transition days?
6 days the Lord made heaven and earth. And on the 7th day.
But you know why they say they do that? Because we call them non-days because you can't see the moon. See, the moon is completely black. Okay, yeah, you do have those few days where the moon is completely black. But let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to Genesis 1.
Come on, brother.
Let's go to the scriptures. Genesis 1. Can't see the moon.
Well, it can't be a day then.
Not necessarily. We finna see that. The Most High made the moon on day 4.
Right.
And counted 3 days without the moon.
Right. But I'm saying for them, you can't say it's a non-date for you.
Yeah, right. For them, they can't say
you can't say that.
So, and exactly, they have yet to describe what do you do on these transition days. Do you work? I mean, do you rest? I mean, what
stop calling them days? You can't call them days. Man cannot call them days. You say they don't count. So I guess your sin that you do on that day don't count either.
So they say since the moon is completely black, we don't count those days. Since we can't see the moon, we don't count those days. But we finna see the moon wasn't even in creation until day 4.
That's
and
right.
The Most High counted 3 days without the moon even being created.
Thank you. Come on, bro. Hey, y'all need to stop, man.
This don't even make no sense, y'all.
Words don't make sense, bro.
This don't even make sense. This don't even make sense. Let's go to Genesis 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pick it up at verse 1. Go ahead.
In the beginning, Yahweh created the heaven and the earth.
Right.
And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the spirit of Yahweh moved upon the face of the waters. And Yahweh said, "Let there be light."
Right.
And there was light. Divided the light from the dark.
Mm.
And Yahweh called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
Mm.
And the evening and the morning were the first day. And y'all said
the moon ain't created yet.
Just light.
So, but he still counted these days.
The evening and the morning.
He still counted these days.
The evening and the morning.
So what's up with the logic? Well, since the moon completely black, we can't see it. We just don't count them days. That logic don't even hold up. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh made a firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
Right.
And it was so. And Yahweh called the firmament Shamayim. And the evening and the morning were the second day.
Moon still ain't on the scene. Okay, go ahead.
And Yahweh said, "Let the waters under the Shamayim be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And Yahweh called the dry land earth, and gathered together of the waters. And the gathering together of the waters called he seed.
Mm-hmm.
And Yahweh saw that it was good.
Skip down to 14.
And Yahweh said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
Skip down to 19.
And the evening and the morning were the 4th day.
So the moon was created on the 4th day. But 3 days had already went past without the moon, and they were still counted days. So the transition theory, throw that out the window. That out the window. Alfred the Whistle. So we celebrate the Shabbat from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday every week. Yes, that's right. We gonna prove that's the way it's always been this day.
That's right.
It's always been this day. We gonna prove that. All right, so let's go to the next spot. Let's go to 1 Samuel 20. Let's go back to that. Let's go to 1 Samuel 20. Cause they say what? The 8. We already showed the flaws in your system. It's supposed to be 6 working days in between every Shabbat, then the 7th day.
That's what he said.
But according to y'all, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th, what do you do with those extra days in between months?
Exactly.
That's what we want to know. That's all we want to know. 1 Samuel 20. 1 Samuel 20, pick it up at verse 1, read 1 through 5.
And David fled from Naoth in Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is mine iniquity? And why am I sin before thy father that he seeketh my life? And he said unto him, Yah forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing either great or small, but that he will show it to me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. And David swore moreover and said, thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he said, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved, but truly as Yahweh liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death.
All right, so we know what's going on here. Saul trying to kill David. He on the run, right? Shabbat Shalom, Ed, what's good? All right, so skip down what you stopped at verse 3.
Yeah, stop at 3.
Skip that, read 4 and 5. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Then said Jonathan unto David, whatsoever thy soul desires, I will even do it for thee. And David said unto Jonathan, behold, tomorrow is the new moon.
The what?
The new moon.
Tomorrow is the new moon. Go ahead.
And I should not fail to sit with the king at meat, but let me go, that I may hide myself in the field until the 3rd day at eve.
All right, so David was going to hide, 3 days in the field. He said tomorrow is the new moon, right? So skip down to verse 12. Skip down to verse 12.
And Jonathan said unto David, O master power of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow any time or that 3rd day, and behold, if he be good toward David, and I then send unto thee and show it to thee. And Yahweh so and as much more to Jonathan, but it pleased my father to do the evil, then I will show it to thee and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace, and Yahweh be with thee, and as he has been with my father. And thou shalt not only while yet I live show me the kindness of Yahweh, that I die not.
What verse you at?
I'm at 14.
Okay, go ahead.
But also that thou shalt cut off thy kindness from my house forever. No, not when Yahweh has cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, let Yahweh even require it at the hand of David's enemies. And Jonathan called David to swear again, because he loved him. For he loved him as he loved his own soul. 18 and 19, go ahead. And Jonathan said to David, tomorrow is the new moon.
The what?
The new moon.
Tomorrow is the new moon, right? The 1st day of the month. We read, go ahead.
And thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. And when thou hast stayed 3 days.
How many days?
3 days.
3 days, go ahead.
Then thou shalt go down quickly, and come to the place where thou didst hide thyself when the business was in hand, and shall remain by the stone Ezel.
Okay, skip down to verse 24. Go ahead.
So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat down to eat meat, and the king sat upon his seat as at other time, even upon the seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the 2nd day of the month.
The what?
The 2nd day of the month.
So it was the 2nd day of the month. Okay, go ahead.
That David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meet, neither yesterday nor today? And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked leave of me to go to Bethlehem. And he said, let me go, I pray thee, for our family has a sacrifice in the city, and my brother, he has commanded me to be there.
You finished that verse?
I'm at 29.
That was the end of 29.
No, I ain't finished that.
Finish that out, then we're gonna skip
And now, if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore, he cometh not unto the king's table.
All right, skip down to verse 42. Skip down to verse 42. Go ahead.
And Jonathan said to David, go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of Yahweh, saying, Yahweh be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city.
All right, right into chapter 21, verse 1. Go ahead. Let's look at this, y'all. Go ahead.
Then came David to Nob, and Himelech, the priest. And Himelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and said unto him, why art thou alone, and no man with thee? And David said unto Himelech, Ahimelech the priest, the king has commanded me business, and has said unto me, let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee. I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. Now therefore, what is under thine hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in my hand, or what there is present.
All right, so David on the run from King Saul, he had to, you know what I'm saying, make up a little story, you know what I'm saying, to keep it discreet, you know what I'm saying. So him and his men hungry and they on the run. Go ahead.
And the priest answered David and said, there is no common bread under mine hand, but there is hallowed bread. If the young men have kept themselves at least from women. And David answered the priest and said unto him, of truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days.
How many days?
3 days.
So this is the 3rd day. So this is okay. So this is the 3rd day, right? This will be the 3rd day that he came. He out. He not hiding no more. So this will be the 3rd day.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in the manner of common, yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel.
Okay, go ahead, verse 6.
So the priest gave him hallowed bread, for there was no bread there but the show bread that was taken from before Yahweh to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away.
Now we went over this in the first lesson, but let's go back. Let's go to the Torah. So he gave David the old showbread on the 3rd day of the month.
Yeah.
On the 3rd day of the month.
That's correct.
Not the 8th, not the 15th, not the 22nd, not the 29th, but the 3rd day of the month, he gave David the old showbread. Let's go to Leviticus 24.
All right.
When was the priest supposed to change the showbread?
Houston, we have a problem.
When was the preacher? I mean, not the preachers. When was the priest supposed to change the showbread? Leviticus 24. Let's do 1 through 8.
All right.
1 through 8.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, command the children of Israel that they bring unto me pure olive oil beaten for light, to cause the lamps to burn continually. Without the veil of the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation, shall Aaron order it from even unto even, before Yahweh continue. It shall be a statute forever in your generation.
That's right.
He shall order the lamps upon the pure candlestick before Yahweh continue. And thou shalt take fine flour and bake 12 cakes thereof. 2 tenths deal shall be 1 cake. And thou shalt set them in 2 rows, 6 on a row, upon the pure table before your house.
That's right. Go ahead.
And thou shalt put pure frankincense upon each row, that it may be on the bread for a memorial, even an offering made by fire unto your house.
So it was a certain way you had to prepare the showbread.
There you go.
You couldn't come up in there cooking with no Crisco. And canola oil and lard. Nah.
Come on, man.
Nah, get that out of here. You might be killed for that up in that temple, boy. That tabernacle. Coming up in there with some.
He gave specific details.
Some pig lard trying to prepare some
Crisco.
Man, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's see when because he said he put the fresh bread out.
Yeah.
We read that in that first 7:21.
Yeah.
On the third day of the month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna read this slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it real slow. I'm gonna read the first 2 words real slow.
Yeah.
Every Shabbat.
Every what?
Every Shabbat.
Go ahead.
Every Shabbat. He shall set it in order before Yahweh will continue. Being taken from the children of Israel by an everlasting covenant.
So this proves that the Sabbath don't always fall on
the 8th,
the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th, or the 7th, the 14th.
Nah.
Whatever you want to call it. The 7th day of the week is always fell on the 7th day of the week.
Come on, man.
Always.
Stop, brothers, please.
Always. Let's go to the next spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next spot. Numbers 10. Numbers 10. Let's get another precept. If anybody gets some understanding, you know what I'm saying, let us get a Yahoo in the chat. Let's get a Yahoo in the chat. I hope this ain't over nobody's head. It's pretty simple.
Oh, no.
It's pretty simple. Numbers 10. We're going to pick this up at verse 11.
All right.
Let me pull this up real quick.
He tripping over it, boy. Lunatics. Bulletproof lens is in the building.
I've been trying not to call them that, Hebrew. I've been wanting to let it fly. This whole lunatics. Hey, let's get numbers 10. Numbers 10, we're going to pick it up verse 11. Pick it up at verse 11. Let's get it.
All right. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the 2nd month.
On what?
And it came to pass on the 20th day of the 2nd month,
okay,
in the 2nd year, that the cloud was taken up from off of the tabernacle of testimony. And the children of Israel took their journeys. Wait a minute. Took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai. And the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran.
So we started our journey on the 20th day, right? We started our journey on 20th day. Okay, go ahead.
And they took their first journey. I'm sorry, and took they first. I'm gonna start it over. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of Yahweh by the hand of Moshe. In the first place.
That's cool. Skip down to 28. Skip down to 28.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get straight into it. Let me pull this up real quick. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
All right.
28.
Thus were the journeys of the children of Israel according to their armies when they set forward. And Moshe said unto Habah, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are journeying unto the place which Yahweh said, I will give it to you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For Yahweh has spoken good concerning Israel. And he said,
now, mind you, while we journeying, we got to carry equipment with us. Camp equipment. You know what I'm saying, man? I appreciate that. All praise to the Most High, bro.
Right, bro.
And look, I'm probably younger than you, bro. This the elder right here.
I'm just sitting over here having a good time watching this fallacy get butchered.
All right, so we took our journey on the 20th day of the month, you said at the beginning when we first started reading.
That's right.
So now when we traveling, we gotta carry camp equipment, tent equipment,
right?
All this, right?
Right.
All right. So keep reading. Go ahead.
Verse 30.
Yeah.
And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land and to my kindred. And he said, leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness.
To do what?
Encamp in the wilderness.
Oh, what verse was that? 31?
31.
So let's read encamp. Let's see what that means. So we encamping on this journey. All right, let me share this screen real quick. Share that screen. Add to stream. Nah, that ain't the one. That ain't it. It's this one right here. Share this screen in camp. H2583. Make sure I can see that. Full screen right there. H2583. Outline of biblical uses to decline, incline, encamp, bend down, lay siege against. Let's do this. Let's right click encamp, look up. Let's see what the heathen got to say about it. Can y'all see that little definition box that pop up on y'all screen?
Yeah, you can see.
Somebody did right here.
Oh no, I got a delay on this side.
They might not be able to see.
They might not be able to see.
Okay. They might not be able to see it. All right, so in camp it says to settle in or establish a camp. Now that was the heathen definition of in camp. So we back in the blue letter. It says to decline to encamp, right? So Strong's definitions. Let's go down here. Properly to incline, by implication to decline, specifically to pitch a tent.
That's right.
Generally to encamp, abode or siege, abide in tents, camp, dwell, encamped, grow to an end, lie, pitch, rest in the tent. So boy, that sounds like some work, don't it?
Uh-oh.
We
got a problem.
Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. What verse we at?
I'm at the end of 31.
Okay, go ahead.
As thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of I.
Okay, go ahead.
And it shall be, if thou go with us, it shall be that the goodness of Yahweh shall do unto us the same will we do unto thee. And they departed from the mount of Yahweh 3 days.
Yeah. How many days?
3 days journey. And the ark of the covenant of Yahweh went before them in the 3 days journey to search out a resting place for them.
So we started our journey on the 20th. Is what we read, right?
Come on now.
Started our journey on the 20th. That's the first day of travel. We just read it's a 3 days journey.
3 days journey, bro.
So the 20th, that's the first day. 21st, second day of travel. The third day of the journey is what? The 22nd. One of these so-called Shabbats.
Come on now.
Why they working?
That was gonna be my question.
Why they working? That's what I want to know. Why are they setting up camp, pitching tents?
Exactly.
Why they working?
That's it. Working, sweating, pitching tents. Got to break down the tabernacle. Got to put up. Matter of fact, when they set up camp, the tabernacle had to be set up.
That's right.
So the priest working too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he say, let's go to Jubilees. And Jubilees in the pseudo.
All right, that's gonna be in the volume of 2, y'all.
Jubilees in the pseudo. Jubilees chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
And then at this time, it wasn't no priesthood set up. It was Moses in the
tabernacle, and just a tabernacle.
Yeah.
But they still had to get set up.
So and then this would directly contradict, or somebody would have to go plead for the man that got stoned for picking up sticks on the Shabbat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this was on the 22nd, one of their days, right?
Yep,
3 days journey. You started on the 20th, was we read. 3 days journey, made the 22nd.
That's right.
What they doing work?
It's a problem. On their Shabbat.
On the Shabbat.
Matter of fact, if the whole congregation of Israel would have got smoked, it wouldn't be no Israelites. If they did that on the Shabbat, the whole congregation would have got smoked, man. Only the lazy Negroes would have still been around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this ain't nothing hard to debunk. Very easy to debunk. Let's go to Jubilees 2.
And it's going to be on page 55 for the family in volume 2 of the super picture. You on Jubilees 2?
Yeah, chapter 2.
Yeah.
We're going to read, pick it up at verse 25. Verse 25.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we on page 58, and I told the family wrong. I'm sorry, family. You said verse 25, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be on my rib had it right. I had it wrong. Y'all look at the screen. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
Because I had it wrong. Verse 25. Just let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
He created heaven and earth and everything which he created in 6 days.
Mm.
And Yahweh
How many
made
days?
6 days.
6 days. 6 days. Go ahead.
And Yahweh made the 7th day holy for all his works.
Mm.
Therefore he commanded concerning it, let everyone who will do any work therein die.
Mm.
And also whoever defiles it, let him surely die.
Yeah.
And you command the children of Israel and let them guard this day, so that they might sanctify it and not do any work therein, and not defile it, because it is more holy than any day. And everyone who pollutes it, let him surely die. And anyone who will do any work therein, let him surely die forever. So that the children of Israel might guard this day throughout their generation.
He said, let him die forever for working.
Man, that's eternal. That's eternal. Die forever. Most high come out with some hard words, boy.
Die forever, sucker.
Yeah.
Throughout
their generations, and not be uprooted from the land, because it is a holy day and a blessed day. And every man who guards it and keeps it therein a Sabbath from all his work will be holy and blessed always like us. Now this the angel talk.
This the angel of the presence talk.
He said, y'all gonna be blessed like us. So that means you're gonna be elevated. You're gonna put off the money. But it's only 8.
The 22nd.
Hey, they working week. Yeah. Y'all missing out on some blessings, bro.
Man, this a piece of cake, man.
Wait.
Let's go to First Maccabees.
All right.
Let's go to First Maccabees, baby. First Maccabees chapter 2.
Let him die forever.
First Maccabees chapter 2. All right. Now let's prove what day has always been the Shabbat. Let's prove that. First Maccabees chapter 2, we're going to pick it up at verse 32 through 38. 32 through 38. When you get it, go ahead.
First Mac 2, verse 32. They pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they kept against them and made war against them on the Shabbat day. And they said unto them, let that which ye have done hitherto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and ye shall live. But they, let me keep going. Okay. But they said, we will not come forward, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Sabbath day. So then they gave them the battle with all speed. Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stop the places where they lay hid, but said, let us die all in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully. So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath.
On the what?
On the Sabbath.
Oh, so we see our enemies coming to war with us on the Shabbat. Now, why would they do that?
Because they know we weren't on the fire.
Because they understand how we treat that day.
Right.
They know we don't do nothing. They know our guards down. We not working. We chilling. We rejoicing. We eating. We drinking.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
And they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle to the number of 1,000 people.
All right. So I'm finna pull this history reference up. And let me pronounce the word. It's a long word, but it's a book called Stratagematasion, right? And it's a book. Let me go back to the cover page. Stratagematasion. Let me share it on the screen while I'm running my mouth. Y'all, I know y'all like, well, what? What are you talking about, boy? Strata who? Let me share the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Boom, right here. All right. So y'all see what's on y'all screen right there. So it says strategematation, or Greek and Roman anecdotes concerning military policy and the science of war. Also strategon, or characteristics of illustrious generals. So this is what this book is going into, and it was written by a heathen named Sextus Julius Frontinius, whoever this heathen name is, right? So he wrote about all the war tactics of Greek and Roman generals.
Come on,
right?
Matt.
So this is on page 138. This is on page 138. Let me know if y'all can see that. Let me know if y'all can see that. Yeah, I'm slaughtering these heathen words, boy. But check this out, though. Check this out, though. Let me know if y'all can see. If I need to make that, I probably need to make that a little bit bigger for y'all, because that's itty bitty.
Gotta scroll up.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, we right there where it's at. We right there where it's at. It's just a little short little excerpt out this book. Y'all, you see where Caesar is?
Right here, say Caesar grew in
Caesar
Gaul.
in Gaul, yeah.
Well, you just kind of scroll back up, because when you blew it up, it pushed it down.
Okay. There we go. That's what I was trying to get. Okay.
You talking about getting Augustus Vespasian?
Nah, go back, scroll up.
I can't. You got it.
Oh. Okay, here we go. I'm tripping.
All right.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can everybody see that out there? Hopefully y'all can. That should be big enough. That should be big enough. All right, now this is what the Romans wrote. This heathen was a Roman
strategist, military strategist. What he wrote.
Yeah, this is what he wrote. Now we know in the scriptures, the days is not labeled. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and every calendar you look on, what's day 7?
The Sabbath.
The Sabbath, or what they would call Saturday.
Right.
We know the Romans put them titles on the days of the week. Right. Now, let's see. Let's read something. Let's read a little history. Start at 16 C. Caesar right there. Right. Go ahead.
Cassius Caesar in Gaul informed that Artavicus, whatever his name is, king of the Germans, had a custom, and that it was a sort of law with them not to fight in the decrease of the moon. Engaged them at that time and favored by the powerful impedience of their religion conquered the enemy.
All right, so there was a custom of another heathen nation. We ain't worried about them. Now, key your eyes in on this right here. Where it says 17, pick it up and read.
I got to wait till you scroll. I got a delay on my side.
Okay.
I just got the first line of 17 right now on my side.
All right, that's a long delay. Yeah. What is it doing? Hold on. Let me see. Y'all can see that? Shoot, they can see it on my screen. Read it on the screen right here.
It says,
there it is.
Davius Augustus Vespasian.
Okay, so Vespasian, that's a real person, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to say this fake. Nah, that's a real person.
Yeah,
it's history. Go ahead.
By attacking the Yahudim.
The who?
The Jew.
On what?
On a Saturday.
Oh. So they understood what they Shabbat was. They just called it what? Saturday. Because they Romans. They not going to say on the 7th day.
Or the Sabbath.
Let's see if this was the Sabbath. Go ahead. Read.
On which they are forbidden to do anything important, was victorious.
Wow. So Vespasian was a Roman general. Followed the footsteps of who?
Antioch.
The Greek Antioch.
Yep.
And it called the Shabbat what? Saturday.
Wow. So even know,
huh?
Even
the heathen know what day is home. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Let's go back to the scriptures.
All right.
Let's go back to the scriptures. Luke 21. Luke 21. That say on a Saturday they were forbidden.
What it said, bro?
Anything important, and they was victorious because of Luke 21. Luke 21, 20 through 24. When you get it, go ahead. Luke 21, 20 through 24.
And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with arms, then know that the desolation thereof is not.
Yeah.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Yeah.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries their countries enter thereunto.
Yeah.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
So he referencing what? 70 AD. 70 AD. That's what the Messiah talking about right here. Go ahead.
But woe unto them that are with child,
and
to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
All right, now we finna look at another history reference.
That's right, brother Mike. Facts that break the non-believers' backs.
That's right, bro. Cassie's Dio. All right, so this is another history reference right here. This is Cassius Dio, Roman history. Cassius Dio, Roman history, and these are more Roman records writing about the conquers of Rome, the wars of Rome. See what I'm saying? This is volume 8 right here. And let's read a little bit of this, y'all. We finna read a few pages of this, and this is gonna show further more proof. This is gonna show further proof, I should say. I mean, let's see. All right. What page is that? 265. All right, let me know if y'all can see that. That should be straight. Let me blow it up just a little bit. Just a little tight. All right, that should be straight right there. Of course, we not on the side of the Latin, of course, because we don't read no Latin up in here. We on that English side, right? Where it says Titus, we're going to start at Titus and read on down. And this is Cassius Dio, Roman history. Y'all can pull these up on the internet. Just type in the book name of the book and PDF behind it. It's gonna pop up. Go ahead.
Titus, who had been assigned to the war against the Jews, undertook to win them over by certain representations and promises.
Now, what that date say over there on the side of the page?
AD 70.
AD 70. Okay, go ahead.
But as they would not yield, he now proceeded to wage war upon them. The first battles he fought were indecisive. Then he got the upper hand and proceeded to besiege Jerusalem. This city had 3 walls, including one that surrounded the temple. The Romans accordingly heaped up mounds against the outer wall, brought up their engines, joined the battle with all who sallied forward to fight and repulsed them, and with their slings and arrows kept back all the defenders off the wall, for they had many slingers and bowmen that had been sent by some of the barbarian kings. The Jews also were assisted by many of their countrymen from the region around about, by many who professed the same religion.
Now, go ahead.
Not only from the Roman Empire, but also from, I can't read it, gotta scroll down.
Okay. Read from this screen right here, if you can.
Well, stop it.
From beyond the Euphrates.
From the same, I'm sorry.
Right there with a hand.
Yeah, I gotta start it right there. Who professed the same religion, not only from the Roman Empire, but also from beyond the Euphrates. Mm-hmm. And these also kept hurling missiles and stones with no little force on account of their higher positions, some being flung by the hand and some hurled by means of engines.
Mm. So you see, the Israelites were scrapping. Boy, we didn't just lay down.
No.
When they came up in there in 70 AD, Israelites were scrapping up in that thing. Go ahead.
They also made sallies both night and day, whenever occasions offered, set fire to the siege engines, slew many of their assailants, and undermined the Romans' mounds by removing the earth through tunnels driven under the wall. For the battering rams, sometimes they threw ropes around them and broke them off. Sometimes they pulled them up with hooks, and again they used thick planks fastened together and strengthened with iron, which made they together and strengthened with iron, which they let down in front of the wall, and thus fended off the blows of steel others. Mm-hmm. But the Romans suffered most hardship from the lack of water. Mm-hmm. Right. For their supply was of poor quality and had to be brought from a distance. The Jews found in their underground passages a source of strength, for there had these tunnels dug from inside the city, extending out under the walls to distant points in the country. And going out through them, they would attack the Romans' water carriers and harass any scattered detachments. But Titus stopped up all these passages. So
you see, the Israelites weren't just sitting around in their house praying for everything to be over with. They was actually digging tunnels underground.
That's right.
Trying to attack the Romans.
That's right.
You see
that?
They
were going blow for blow.
We were banging with them. Go ahead.
In the course of these operations, many on both sides were wounded and killed. Titus himself was struck on the left shoulder by a stone, and as a result of this accident, there was no accident, we tried to kill him. That arm was always weaker. Good.
Yeah.
In time, however, the Romans scaled the outside wall and then pitching their camp between this and the Second Circuit, proceeded to assault the latter. But here they found the condition of fighting different. For now, all the besieged had retired behind the second wall. Its defense proved an easier matter because its circuit was short.
All right, now let's get to what we came here for. I just want to read a little bit of that so y'all get a, you know what I'm saying?
I hope that he can wake up with that same shoulder hurt when the Most High wake him up.
All right, now let's get to what we came here for. Where it says, thus was Jerusalem. Read that.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Now, remember, these Romans, now they telling it. We letting them tell it. Go ahead.
It says, thus was Jerusalem destroyed on the very day of Saturn.
Of what?
Saturn.
And what they call that today?
Saturday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see what else it say.
The day which even now the Jews reverence most.
Ooh.
From the time forth, it was ordered that the Jews who continue to observe their ancestral customs should pay an annual tribute of 2 denarii to Jupiter Capitolinus. In consequence of these success, both generals received the title Imperator, but neither got that of Judicus, although all the other honors that were fitting on the occasion of so magnificent a victory, including triumphal arches, were voted to them.
So we see Saturday, the day we keep it on, because when the sun go down on Friday, that starts Saturday. Or what we know is the 7th day of the week.
And then the next line told you who it was. It said Vespasian.
Vespasian. So 2 history references proving that the Shabbat has always been one day. Yep. It never floated. It's always been a 6-day work, 6 working days.
That's right.
Then the Shabbat. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't come on the full moon.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come on the 8th.
Because if it would have been on the full moon, man, I ain't going to let my bullets out the chain. But go ahead.
It didn't come on the 8th. It didn't come on the 15th.
Right.
The 22nd. No, none of that. We proved all that. Let's go to the last spot. Exodus 31. So the lunar Sabbath, according to the Bible, is a fallacy. It's a 6 working days, then the Shabbat. That's simple.
And what the young group did was so eloquent. He took away the one book they want to run to, Enoch, and killed their goddess. Because the intercalendar days, I already know you're going to go with it, but he just proved it. Hey, man, on the moon was created on the 4th day, so you can't not count them days either.
Right.
So now you got 31 days in a month.
Right.
Maybe y'all didn't go to math class like y'all should have.
Yeah. Need to do something. Stop holding on to this folly of this lunar Sabbath. Like my ox said, lunar lunatics. All right, let's go to the last spot. Exodus 31, and then let's do 12 through 17. 12 through 17.
You said 31 what?
12 through 17.
All right. And Yahweh spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahweh that does sanctify you.
Yeah.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defiled the Sabbath shall surely be put to death. For whosoever does any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people.
15.
6 days may work be done.
So where's the instruction for the
8
days?
I ain't read it yet, bro.
That we counted earlier.
I've been reading this thing a long time. I ain't read it yet.
He ain't gonna read it. Go ahead. 6 days.
6 days may work be done.
That's right.
But in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest, holy unto Yahweh. Whosoever does any work on the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel. I think I read somewhere in Jubilees about that.
Yep.
It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heaven and the earth.
That's right.
And on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed, not the 8th day. And he gave unto Moshe, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of Yahweh. It's in stone.
Hallelujah.
It can't be changed.
That's right. Can't be altered. So we see that the Shabbat has always been on what they call Saturday, what we call the 7th day of the week. We see the 7-day cycle never change according to history.
Nope.
No matter what calendar system we was under, because then we was under the Romans.
That's right.
And then when you do even deeper research on the Romans, they was using a 8-day calendar until they started ruling us. And then you read Josephus writes, he tell you that we influenced them to move to a 7-day calendar.
That's right.
That's his
Greek rule.
You know what I'm saying? So look, just stop it with the foolishness. Stop it with the foolishness. The full moon is not the new moon. The new moon is when the first slither of light hit it. You know what I'm saying? Which is on which is the first day of the month. New moon equals new month. And then the full moon is when it's, of course, full of light. which is usually the 14th to 15th day of the month.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And the Shabbat has always been on the 7th day of the week. And it's never floated. It's never floated.
Simple and plain.
Simple and plain. Simple and plain. That was it, though. I hope somebody got some understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little chop session.
All praise for that. All praise for that.
All praises.
Yes, sir. That's what we do over here in the Order of Kill today. We chop doctrine. And we give it to you 100 straight lace, no chasing. And anybody want to sit down across the table for your brothers, man, we always willing to sit down and chop doctrine with our brothers and our sisters, you know what I'm saying? And, that's what we do. Mm-hmm. And we gotta let the precepts speak. Yep. We gotta let the precepts speak. Tomorrow we're gonna have Brother Warded, the faithful brew, gonna be doing the lesson tomorrow. I think Brother Rob, Minister Head First Security, gonna be doing the read. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tune in tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the brew's gonna be dispensating the word of the Most High Yah tomorrow as well. As always, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We want y'all to like, subscribe, share, watch party, post it on your different pages that you may be part of on these different Hebrew Israelite platforms. Post it on those pages, post it on your page. And like I always say, you can even go on YouTube, copy the link, and put it in text messages and send it to your family members. That's another way of ministering to the people and getting the word out as well. You got any other?
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself on the hot seat. Put myself on the hot seat. Your brother fell hard today, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I know it's people out there. You know, they watch,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got physical with a heathen today that was talking real crazy. You know what I'm saying? He deserved it, but the standard that I hold myself to and the scriptures hold me to, you know what I'm saying? That's not becoming of a priest of the Most High. So I just want to put myself on that hot seat. You know what I'm saying? Look, let you know, look, we ain't perfect sitting up here.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We fall too. I let my anger get the best of me, you know what I'm saying? But all praise to the Most High. Still got my job, still got my well-being. You know what I'm saying? Everything all good. So all praise.
It ain't time to put your hands on the heathen yet.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? Young brothers, that ain't how you conduct yourself out here. You know what I'm saying?
We will get our time now.
We will get our time.
Don't play no game with.
You know? But yeah.
So, yeah, man. All
Scripture
praise.
say confess your faults one to another, right? So,
that's right.
You know?
That's right. We all been there. Hey, it happens. Hey, man, we just got to make sure we be aware when the devil, you know, that blind anger.
Yeah.
Man, that blind anger is something else. Because like I told him, hey, I was 40 hot, not the same situation, but I was 40 hot today. So, man, hey, we just got to keep each other lifted up in prayer, continue to pray for one another, and be aware of the works of Hashatan and his evil imps he got out there, because they everywhere.
Yeah.
Y'all just got to realize and recognize that the old pervert and embolden these folks, but they think they can get away with a lot. I've been seeing a lot of these heathens getting handled. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't time yet. We're going to have our time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, just try to maintain your composure, man, and keep doing his work. Mm-hmm. Keep doing his work. So we hadn't heard any word on when we're going to be able to conjugate, you know what I'm saying, back at the hotel. We keeping, I know Bro Woody keeping communications open with the folks over at the hotel. We do have venue secured. We got to get some money over the deposit for the venue. We're going to have tabernacles and the 8-day feast at the venue we had the Pentecost on. So I talked to the lady over there yesterday, and we just need to get that deposit down there as soon as possible. Make sure we sew them dates up.
All right.
So we sew them dates up.
We gotta arms these this weekend. Morris Park, ain't it? Yeah. Corey, if you could post the info in the chat, you know what I'm saying, or put it in the group or whatever, or whatever Kelly's Day Facebook. And then, you know, let's do some shout outs. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget about the National Day of Prayer too. Yahuwah was on here on here tonight
Y'all make sure y'all with 11 p.m. our time. Yeah. We always share it and post it on the Order Melchizedek Facebook page. National Day of Prayer. Y'all tune in, get in with the prayer with the brothers from around the country, some from even out of the country. So y'all do that. It's a blessed event, and you will be edified.
Yeah. Shout out to my mama in the chat, Akori Yehuda, Tuvaya Agmalak.
Agmalak. My brother.
Michael Ben Israel, Shalom, Hebrew. 12 tribes wake up. Zion rise, Shalom.
Yes, sir.
Wardy P, Shalom. Mike Parker, Shalom. Alfreda Wilson, Shalom.
What's up, family?
Ed, what's good?
Bulletproof Lean, my brother.
Who else up here? Linda Rick, Shalom. Sister Tia, Shalom.
Oh, we got Corey Yehuda in the building.
Malaka of Truth, Shalom. Regina Dolores, Shalom. Michael Parker, Shalom. Cortez, the chosen one.
Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
Good, bro? Shalom. MS Bay, Imam. Shalom.
Song 777.
Yeah, Shalom. All praises, all praises. Charles, Yah Israel, Sister Jessica up in here. Big Doc, Big Rod, what's good? When is the National Day of October? Y'all said when's the National Day of Prayer?
It's on Saturdays, my brother, and it's at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, our time. You can get in, and we'll post it on the Order Melchizedek Facebook page. They have it every Sunday at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
We've been privileged, myself, my son, and Elder Wardy P. We've been privileged to lead some of the days of prayer. But we encourage the brothers, even when we ain't on there, to definitely get in and fellowship. Yeah. And you got brothers from all over the world basically praying for one another. So it's a beautiful thing. And man, sometimes them guys is on the phone for 2 or 3 hours after the prayer session is over with, chopping it up. Yep. And man, we've hooked up with a lot of brothers from around the country, and it created some relationships that we still hoping to grow some more. So it's a beautiful thing too, by y'all. You can get in on that thing, man. So, but we'll repost it in the thing.
Yeah, we're gonna repost it because it's a number you gotta call.
Yeah, it's a number you gotta call, and then once you dial the number, you give your name, and then you in on the call.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna post it in the group on Facebook. Yeah, and then you can get with our Corey, and he probably give you that number off that flyer because I ain't seen Tuvaya on Facebook in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
But Sister Linda Ricks, what are the dates to the feast days? The blowing the trumpets is coming up next, right?
Right, we got trumpets next.
That's 17th sundown to the 18th, right? And then atonement is the 26th.
You doing atonement, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Atonement is the 26th.
And then the following month, we got tabernacles and we got the 8-day feast too. So we'll be doing the tabernacle and 8-day feast. So my elder sisters that's on the feed, I still need y'all to get together with the other sisters. Y'all get the menus together. We don't need to be waiting till the last minute to get that thing crack-a-lating. So if y'all need to just getting y'all a little nudge there. Need to get that put together as soon as y'all get that put together, and we'll take care of the rest of the business. Me and my brew Warder P will take care of the rest of the business on that. So we got a lot of stuff going on, my brother. That's right. Got a lot of stuff going on. It's a blessed thing to be amongst the brethren and the sisters, man, trying to strive to get to that kingdom. We got to hold one another up in prayer. We got to hold one another up physically, financially, emotionally. We got to be there for one another, man, so we can move this thing all the way out to the end, my friend. So I got a few shout outs on Facebook. I'm going to do mine, then we're going to get out of here. We got Sister Tanis Davis in the building. We got Corey Yehuda, Michael Ben Israel. We got Quick Draw McGraw, my rib on them script. She doing her thing. All praise Most High for their kingdom work. Who else we got in here? We got Ed. What's up, bro? Naptown in the building. We got who else we got in here? We got Jaquan Summers, my brother, in the building. Shalom to the family. We got Albert Holt, my cousin, in the building. Shalom. Yes, sir. Who else we got in here? We got Michael Parker in the building. What's going on, family? Alfreda watching on Facebook. We also had we had a couple more people on Facebook, but you know how the Facebook, we can't scroll up so much. Yeah. They only allow so many comments. Well, I know we had more people than that on Facebook, but we missed you. Charge it to our head, not our heart. We love each and every one of our brothers and sisters that continue to support the ministry and continue to tune in each Friday night and each Saturday afternoon. So we appreciate all y'all, love all y'all dearly. With that, my brother, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our Elohim, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Ishaq, the Elohim of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you.
That's right.
Continue in this walk. Continue in this faith. Fight, scrap, get junkyard dog mean with the Satan and his imps.
That's right.
And continue to fight for this glorious end that we look for. I got the young lion in the building.
Shalom.
I'm your brother T Boogie. We're going to holler at y'all on the other side.
See y'all, bro.
Enjoy y'all Saturday.
Enjoy y'all Shabbat. One love.
One love, family.